proverb that says that when you train a woman, you train a nation. When you train a woman has the ability to provide some sort of like 3x on ROI or whatever training it is that you give to a woman. If the training is meant to provide some sort of financial freedom, for example, for the woman, which is the case of the women Techsters, we believe that women are able to then provide for their families, which then immediately also allows for the family's income generation to impact that of their immediate community or impact that of the nation. The problem we're trying to solve when we initiated the Women Techsters program is being able to bring women to partake within the opportunities that exist within the technology ecosystem and actually finding a balance, which is having more women join the ecosystem to be able to both partake of the opportunities and also be able to contribute to the industry.
By 2030, we want 5 million women to be empowered with technical skills and use their skills to either start up their tech-enabled businesses, further their career in the tech space, or establish their own tech startups and tech-enabled businesses.
Microsoft has been an amazing and fantastic partner. Just beyond supporting us with funds, has actually gone into supporting us, like giving us technical support, like donating Azure to us, donating licenses to us, and supporting us with other forms of software and hardware to ensure that we're able to deliver effectively on whatever program it is we're partnering on.
Today is the meet and greet event that is holding in Lagos State. The meet and greet event is organized for our Women Techsters program beneficiaries to be able to have a physical connect. Because of the COVID-19, we're not able to have a physical meet-up. So most of our training has been carried out virtually, and we have women connecting online.
Community building is very important to the Women Techsters initiative. It's a community that allows women to grow, women who haven't ever been in the tech space, to grow, encourage themselves, and just keep on pushing themselves to succeed.
If I were to describe my experience in the Women Techsters program, awesome.
I would say it was phenomenal.
For me, it's inspiring.
Mind-blowing.
My experience at the meet and greet has been so beautiful. It was so nice to say, Amaka, your favor, your asset.
So it's been really awesome how that those you related with virtually, you're now able to put a face to the name. I've tried many things. I've tried to go for other classes and they just didn't work out. It looked impossible. At a point, I just felt maybe this is not for me. Tech for Development Techsters, Microsoft gave me the opportunity to see that it is for me. And it's a big thank you from this end.
I'm so grateful that there's a platform like this that other women can join and scale up in tech.
We're doing so much to see that women become better versions of themselves and go out there and explore tech.
I thank Microsoft for their open hands, for believing so much in the girl child. I think the best way to appreciate these two wonderful organizations is by not stopping here.
To any young woman out there who is trying to get into the tech space, I would say, believe in yourself. You can actually do it. Tech is not as difficult as people think it is. There are tons of career paths within technology that even have nothing to do with you writing a line of code. I mean, for example, there's product design, there's product management, there's data analysis, and amongst others. So I would say to every woman, believe in yourself. Whatever you think you can achieve, you can do it.
All right, good morning, fellows. Good morning. It's a great morning here, and I'm welcoming you all to this amazing session of soft skills training as well. I mean, it's really a great honor to be among so many talents and ladies across Africa, and it's very, very sweet to know that I will be your host for today and just jolly along with me so we can have an amazing session for today. All right. So, and as well, I'm also aware that we have active participation in Tech Girls Drive, right? So I want us to give a little bit of feedback on how the advocacy and how the initiative has gone, right? So let's just kickstart with this so we can forge ahead in the session. And before I move ahead, so I would want us to implore our friends, like invite your friends that are not on the call currently, call them in, dial them in so they can join the session and for us to go ahead with this. So like I said before, we're going to be discussing on a little bit of engagements and where we give us feedback and as well, like share your enlightenment on how the Tech Guest Drive has gone. So I'll be starting with, anybody can just go ahead. For our fellows on the Zoom call, for our fellows on the YouTube channel, you can also drop your feedback so we can know how the Tech Guest Drive has really been. So for our fellows on the Zoom call, if you want to share your experience, you can just kindly unmute your mic and give us a introduction and how it has really been. Okay, so Faith, I see your hands are up. You can go ahead.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I hope I don't have to use my video because I don't think I'm in that state to actually do a video. But
Okay,
I am Olagoke Faith, cybersecurity learning track.
Okay.
And I went to schools with my teams and we did it this week. One was on Monday, the other was Tuesday. It was back to back. But okay, Tuesday and Wednesday, no Monday until there was Tuesday and Wednesday. And it was superb. We talked to the girls, though we had some limitations. They didn't want us to talk to just girls, but boys and girls. So we did exactly what they wanted, but the happiness and the joy of it was the students were able to comprehend what we were saying, what we're talking about. They were charged. They asked so much questions, even questions I did not expect. They asked. It was a beautiful thing to see. And the fact that the school, the principal, the teachers were very grateful. They were so excited. They were so happy that they had people who come to speak to their students about STEM and everything. It was a beautiful session, and I'm grateful to Tech for giving me this opportunity, for giving my team the opportunity to reach out to young minds and to impact them.
All right, that's also great to know. That's also great to know. For our fellows on the YouTube channel, you can as well drop your feedback. I mean, if you can share your experience so we can relay it here on the call. So just drop your feedback so we can share your experience so for us to know how it has really been. For our fellows on the YouTube channel, kindly drop your feedback and share your experience too as well. Okay, so I have one from Dorcas Rotimi. So she's saying, my teammate and I went for hours this morning. Oh, wow. That's so great to know that you actually did it this morning and you are able to make this, you're able to be present on this call as well. I mean, that I appreciate you for that, right? So, and you said it was really, really amazing. The guests were excited to have us and we're able to go our message across. Oh, okay, that's so fantastic to know. I mean, it's really, really great to understand that, okay, we're having this session and we are really, really putting much effort into it, right? So does anybody else on the Zoom just want to share experience too as well? You can raise a hand so I can notify for you to go ahead with this. Does anybody else want to share experience on the Zoom call? All right, so I have Adedamola Oyewale. All right, you can just go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. So my team and I have gone for our own drive, went to 2 schools actually. And my team was just like really great, the 5 of us. So it was really like awesome going to these schools. At first, we had like problem getting schools to like approve our proposal. So then we just had to like source for other schools, and then it was truly amazing with them. Abimbola, Yowande, Mary, and Jumoke. Like it was really awesome, and the girls were really like excited. So I was like, we feel like yes, like we've like empowered these girls, we've given them information, and that is really like powerful. So that was all for my end. Thank you.
That's so great to know. So I have Aisha from YouTube channel. So she's saying my teammates went for hours on Tuesday. Wow, that's so great to know. And it was most fun event ever, right? Yeah, so we had a little time to speak with the girls, but it was really, really impactful. I mean, that's the aim of the program, or should I say the advocacy or the initiative. So that's like the aim of the initiative or the advocacy. So to really, really make it impactful and as well, have success and some sort of fulfillment into this, right? So I have a comment from Aopi Damilola as well. She's saying it's really, really a great experience. I feel fulfilled reaching out to the young one, and I had the exposure to technology. Wow, like they have now. I would have gone so far, but I'm happy doing it. I mean, that's so amazing to know, right? I also have from Obianuju. So he's saying, I'm just coming back from Tech Day Drive, and I went alone. Oh wow, but and it was good experience, although at first I thought I couldn't achieve it alone. I mean, it's really, really great to know that, okay, you put much effort into it and to at least see that you have some sort of fulfillment from what you've done so far, right? So thank you very much for that, Obianuju, right? I have another one from Glory. So Glory is saying she went to this school. It was great. They even offered us breakfast. Wow, that's really important. I mean, the kind of breakfast we're talking about is the meal, right? So it's really important. So before we started speaking with the girls, and I just got impressed by how the girls responded. And that's also great to know. So another one from Blessing Ayesa. My experience so far has been amazing. The joy you feel when you learn new things are unquantifiable. Thank you, Tech for Dev. We're also thanking you as well for really making this a little bit of impact, a really great impact rather, for the things we've really been doing into, I mean, the effort I've really been putting into this thing to make it a success, and the kind of energy we have been channeling into this session, right? I mean, this initiative and the advocacy. Joy Gabriel is saying we have learned a lot sharing from the girls. The joy of impact is really, really fulfilling, right? So, I mean, it's really great to know about this, that it's so much energy, so much fulfillment, so much joy, so much happiness, and it's really, really great to know that we have really, really put much effort into this. So I possibly could not have imagined the much enthusiasm and the energy we are channeling towards making this advocacy a really, really great success, right? So I want to thank you all for your resilience and the ability you have really, really had to keep on hanging on and making this drive or this advocacy, this initiative to the recognition that it actually really, really deserves, right? Okay, so going ahead. Like I said before, I'm going to be your host today, and it's really great to have you guys on this call too as well. So today we are not going to be having pre-assessment, right? There's not going to be a pre-assessment test. There's not going to be a post-assessment test too as well, right? So today is pretty much more us having a little bit of engagement, right, with our hosts. I mean, our facilitator, our guest for today. So we are going to be having an interactive section where we are going to be sharing our feedback from what we've had from previous sessions, previous lessons, what we've learned so far. We're going to be sharing our, everything we've learned, everything we have really, really come across it, and how it has really, really impacted us, how it has really, really made us to grow to the point at which we want it to be, right? So I have Ojonoka on the call. Ojonoka, if you are here, kindly say hi to our fellows so they can know your presence is here already. Hi, Ojonoka. Okay. Okay, can you hold on as we're having a little bit of technical issues from our guest for today, so we can just hold on while we have our, I mean, the network has really, really been a mess, right? So just to further ahead with the session, we can also keep on bringing what's it called? Keep on giving us much insight to how your experience has been for the Tech Grace Drive. So our fellows on the Zoom call, please, if you have any experience to share, you can just raise your hand so we can go ahead with this. That's pretty much just engaging and fascinating as well. So you can still keep on sharing your experience. I'm expecting more. All right, so I have a More. I'm so sorry I can't pronounce the name correctly, but you can go ahead and share your experience.
Hello, is Retabile.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, I was saying that it is Retabile.
Okay,
Retabile.
all right, I'm so sorry I didn't pronounce it correctly. So you can go ahead and share your experience as well.
Yes, it is okay. From my side, it was good and frustrating. First, we were only able to visit one orphanage because of the schools. We were told that we have to wait for the government, whereby it's a long process. And the other thing is that the principal said that the governing body said that learners are busy with exams. So we were only able to go to one orphanage. Secondly, we were not allowed to post pictures of the learners due to the POP Act in South Africa. Posting someone's picture, someone's child's picture is illegal, whereby they can take legal action against you. So we were only able to post our pictures, and we have to blur few pictures that we wanted to post, whereby it was only one picture that we were able to post. As for the rest of the pictures that we took and videos, we are not allowed due to that act. The parents and the orphanage can take legal action against us. So there's some of the boundaries that restricted us to fully fulfilling our drive.
Wow, that's so great to know. That's so great to know. That's so great to know. And the impact you're really putting into it is really, really notifiable and really great to know. Right. So anybody else want to share your experience on the Zoom call? You can raise your hand so I can just go ahead with this. Well, okay, so I have fellows from the YouTube channel too as well. Okay, so I have Eunice saying, my team did our house last week, right? And it was really, really nice experience. We went to a school where they were already taking client. Oh wow, as they taught Python in their school and the primary ring learned Scratch. Oh wow, that's so great to know. I mean, even for the fact that the initiative has really, really been spreading enough to, okay, say we want to have achievements to make or demystify the feeling that, okay, only guys cannot do tech, right? So we have to be bringing our fellows, our girls, our ladies into it, that they as well have the chance to be a Texas like you all have been here as well, right? So I have Chidera oh, I'm so sorry I can't pronounce the name correctly. I mean, Chidera. So Chidera is saying my team and I visited an orphanage home and it was a great session. We still have the school to visit on Monday, and I really like it because it was fun and inspiring, interacting with girls. That's what I'm using to know. That's what I'm using to know, Chidera. That's what I'm using to do, Chidera. So I have Aramide as well. Aramide saying the drive was awesome. Great to know that the drive was awesome. So we went to 2 different schools and the students were really, really receptive. Glad I was part of this. Thank you for Tech for Dev. I'm also thanking you as well, Aramide, and I'm thanking all the fellows. No one is left behind, no one is left behind. So I'm thanking you all for being a really, really part of this to make this, this initiative a really, really drive and something that we are really looking forward to, right? So Eboluwa, I had a great time with my team too. One of the schools we went to was my daughter's school. Oh, wow, that's great. And I've not had the last of it. She keeps saying, our schoolmates now know who our mom is. That's so amazing to know. All right, so still, if you have a comment, just kindly raise your hand. If you want to share your experience on the Zoom too as well, raise your hand so I can give you the liberty to speak and share your experience too as well on how the drive has really, really been, right? Okay. So I have Iyemadu Ngozi. She said the first one we went to was awesome, but the other schools we have been applying to have not given us any response till now. Don't worry, we are going to be getting response. So don't just keep on pushing, right? I'll keep on imploring you to make this, putting more effort into this. So it will really, really be great to achieve what you are really, really looking forward to achieving this, right? So I said, okay, one said you should get approval from the local government. Yeah. So we are going to be getting approval. We are going to be getting approval, right? We are going to be getting approval to make this thing, this drive and this advocacy a really, really great one to have, right? Okay, so I have Grace. Grace is raising her hand. So Grace, you can go ahead and share your experience too as well.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Okay, my experience was a very good one. It was a great one, although at first it was challenging because I had to go to about 4 schools first and the 4 schools turned me down. So it was frustrating at first, but eventually we got about 2 other schools that accepted us, and man, the reception was so wow. It was really a nice time and a good experience. Thank you to Tech for Dev. Thank you.
Okay. That's a great one. So, Imasunu Elian. You can go ahead. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not pronouncing the name correctly. I mean, I'm so sorry if I'm murdering your name right. So you can just go ahead. You can just go ahead to share your experience.
Hello, good morning. It's Elian Imasunu.
Okay. Thank you for the correction.
You're welcome. Good and also on YouTube. Okay, like I said, my name is Elian Imasunu and I'm in software development front end. For me, the drive experience was amazing. Youngsters getting to enlighten them on STEM. At first, getting the schools was actually not easy, but it's a government school, just like the other said. They wanted permission from the ministry before we could do that. One of my team member actually talking to them in government school, because we felt for those in private school, they might have like the opportunity of being taught or be so for them. But we also met that problem of getting permission. So we actually settled for private schools, 2 private schools. The first one we visited, the experience was really, really amazing. The children were receptive. They had a lot of questions, but the child relay all we had for them. And then the second school we actually visited, our challenge was time. We were actually given, but when we got there that day, our time was actually reduced to 5 minutes. So we just rushed everything. And the zeal of these children was amazing. I was surprised. In my time, I probably would have what are these people talking about? I would not put attention, getting the kind of feedback from these children. And some of them even sent me messages because we actually dropped our numbers if they had questions. And some of them have the Tech Women Techsters program, when it's the next Women Techsters program beginning. So it was of the fellows that went for the program. I will also admonish us to reach out to these children, because some of them might actually want to follow up, just that they don't have this opportunity. So I really appreciate Tech for them carry out this drive. It's really, really nice. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you too as well, Elian. Thank you as well. So I had Damilola as well raising the hand. Damilola, you can go ahead to share your experience.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. It has been a very great experience. I don't know if you can hear me very well because I'm not connected.
Yes, I can hear you very well, loud and clear.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah, it has been a very great experience. Initially, it was really challenging, myself and my wonderful team. We went to I think 7 schools before we got approval from 2 schools. And I want to really commend the resilience of my team members, being able to get schools and all, for their commitment. Then we worked hand in hand. We were able to pass the message across. And what I discovered is actually a lot of these students, they are exposed to, they know about technology, they know about phones, social media, and all they just need is in-depth knowledge, like someone out there that can orient them about technology and the benefits. So, and the feedback we got was really encouraging. Yeah, they collected our number as other fellows that went to other schools too. And then we promised that if we see any opportunity from Tech for Dev or maybe any technology, where any platform where they can learn. So we are going to expose them to it. Even the teachers were really interested in knowing about technology. Some were even saying, they know about tech for dev. And I was so surprised that, wow, so tech for dev is all over. Like, I mean, yeah, so, and they said, my daughter in the university is also participating in this drive and they prayed for us and all that. So it was an amazing experience. And I really wish that maybe there can be this kind of community projects, like more often, to reach out to young ones, to encourage them. Because if I had this kind of opportunity when I was younger, I mean, maybe I would have been earning billions by now. So yeah, yeah, so it's an amazing opportunity. So I appreciate Tech for Dev, for bringing out, because Tech for Dev is also bringing out the ability in us, like the best in us, and also teaching us to be human, like so that we will be able to like give out what we are also receiving for free. So I appreciate Tech for Dev for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Damilola. I also appreciate you, and I thank you for preaching the gospel of tech and as well to making it a really, really great drive, right, and a great initiative. So thank you as well. So I'm still going ahead with having the you guys share your experience about how the tech guest drive went. I mean, keep on dropping them in, because the issue has been that our guest for today is having a technical issues, so we might not really be able to have us on the call today, right? So we can just have fun sharing our experience while we go into the business of the day too as well, right? So I'm going to be taking comments as well and experience from the YouTube channel too as well. So I have Ozioma Okore. She said the school my team visited was very, very receptive. Okay, I think I've read that comment before. I'm so sorry. I think I've read that comment before. Okay, let me just check through. Okay, so I have Akpan Join. Akpan Join is saying it was fun to talk to the girls. They didn't even know what STEM was. All of them said it was part of it. Oh my God. You're saying, believing that it's a part of the plant, but after our session, they learned a lot and they also asked questions. I mean, that's very, very important. I mean, okay, so the concept has been that STEM is part of plant, right? So, I mean, thank you for the concept of driving it to say that, okay, STEM actually means technology, education and mathematics, and things that are really important in terms of technological aspects, right? So I'm really, really thankful for that, for giving these girls the initiative and giving them a proper introduction to what STEM is, and a contest to making them know what STEM is, and as well having a great session with the girls as well. So thank you all for that. So I'm still taking and sharing more experience that we have on the YouTube channel as well. So I have Antonia Haba is saying my first drive went well, and I'll be going for another one today. I got the invitation for one from the second school from the first school I went to by a man who presents during the drive. He has a school. Oh, wow, that's so great to know. So Fatima, yes, how do you share the feedback, especially for people who have a time difference from Nigeria? My name is Zach. So you can just drop your feedback on the YouTube channel just as you did. So you can just share your experience too as well. So we can just can read it out to our fellows too as well, right? So you can just drop your feedback to us so we can have that. So I have Hannah Ayuba is saying, I had so much fun addressing a junior secondary school on Wednesday during a combined gender assembly. Wow. I told the boys to encourage girls to pursue a career in tech. I gifted them with sweets. Oh, wow, that's so great to know that you give out gifts, and it's something they will really appreciate too as well, right? They would want to even put more effort into it. So, and for the fact that you even made boys to also contribute and also make them feel like, okay, it's not only guys that can do tech. I mean, girls can also do tech, right? So everybody can do tech, but more importantly, we are trying to bridge the gap between not making it feel like, okay, it's only guys that can do tech or something, right? So as well as girls can also do it as well, right? So thank you for that. So I have Temitayo. Temitayo Badewale. So Temitayo is saying ours was amazing. They gave us assembly period, but they let us continue till 10. The guests were excited and were able to give different gifts. Wow, thank you, Temitayo. I mean, it's important the fact that you even give out gifts as well. I mean, they really appreciate it too. So keep your experience coming in, keep sharing them in so we can all take them. Right, so keep them coming in. And for our fellows on the Zoom call too as well, like I said, so you just raise a hand so I can allow you to speak too as well, right? So I have Daminola Adibambo. So she's saying ours was so beautiful. We're even giving gifts, and I got a special thank you message from the principal. The secondary school was beautiful. Okay, the second school was beautiful too. We were also invited for an upcoming science fair. Wow, that's so great to know. That's so great to know that we're even keep forwarding with this thing to expanding our impact to several fields as well, right? So that's so great to know. That's so great to know too as well, right? Okay, so I have Utibe George is saying thank you Tech for the advocacy drive. I didn't know that was what was capable of. I didn't know what was capable of until I had the opportunity. I was amazed on how well I was able to impart on the girls. How much impact I was placed on the girls, right? My team and I did great. Thanks. I say thank you to as well to you, Utibe, right? So thank you for that. And I feel you from the parts that you said you didn't really feel like you had the capability to make this drive or the advocacy a great impact. But it's really great to know that you stepped out to even put much effort into it to make it, an enlightening session for the girls, right? So for them to learn a lot from this as well. So Chinaza is saying, I feel pity for the boys because they felt sidelined. Oh wow. However, we shared views with them. The experience was amazing. The experience has to be amazing, right? The experience has to be amazing. And it's really, really great to know. Keep dropping your experience, keep on dropping your experience. I mean, keep on sharing your experience, right? Okay. If you want to share your experience on the Zoom call too as well, you can raise a hand so I can allow you to speak. You can just raise a hand so I can allow you space so for you to share your experience on the Tech Get Drive, how it went and all. Okay, so I have Esther Friday. Esther Friday is saying my experience was awesome. And we met some really intelligent students. They asked questions that put us on the spot, but we were able to answer their questions and teach them accordingly. All right. That's so great to know. That's so great to know. That's so great to know. Okay, keep them coming in. I have Abel Esther is saying ours was great. The first school we visited invited us to come and talk to their students again on the career day. Wow, that's so important. And I'm very, very glad that you guys have the opportunity to share your experience and the feedback you have given on this call too as well, right? All right. So our guest for today is actually having technical issues, so she might not really be able to be present with us on this call. So for today's session, we are not going to be having a topic. It's going to be for next week, right? So today's session is actually making us to understand how we have learned from previous session, sharing your experience too as well from what you've learned from previous session, and as well some kind of feedback you want to share as regards the training, how it has really been. So I want to get our feedback and I want us to share our experience on how the session has really been. I mean, the previous session, what you have learned and what you really look forward to, and some advice you would give for us to keep on improving and to make this thing a success as well. So I have Damilola, I will put that name. Damilola, you can go ahead to speak.
Okay, yeah, yes, as much as we are sharing the wonderful experiences like from fellows, like what we were able to impact on the students, it will not be cool of me if I don't mention the challenges fellows are also facing. A lot of fellows, even till now, are facing the challenge of, getting the right schools. I can say many of these government schools are turning down the letters. And so it's really a challenge for fellows. Even myself, I got 5 rejections before I could get one. Then another thing is the challenge of managing, time for class, because most of these schools, they either give you morning, maybe after their assembly or before their assembly. That's when you have the opportunities to speak with the students. So it's actually challenging, trying to like be present in class, catching up with class, and then going for the community project. So I think these are some of the observed challenges, or from my interaction with other fellows, what I've been able to gather that most of us faced when we had the community projects. So I really don't know, but I feel maybe the facilitators or maybe the fellowship can actually help. Although we've gotten the feedback that the community project has been extended. So if there are still any other way to lessen our burden and help us, we really appreciate it as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Damola. I mean, your feedback has been noted, and it's very, very, very good to know about that. So would be reaching out to as well, right? So I have Terry Ineka. Terry Ineka is raising the name, so you can as well go ahead to share your experience and what you've learned so far from the session. Hi, Terry, can you hear me?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. My network is bad.
So sorry.
Okay.
So sorry,
thank you so much. Good morning. My experience. Okay. Thank you. My experience so far for the Tech Girls Drive was amazing. We had our rejections from government school, private school. One of the schools gave us an hour during their break time to talk to the girls, while the other one gave us assembly time to talk to them. And that day we had a torrential rainfall. The girls, they've had of certain technological experience. Some have smart TVs, have brothers and sisters in tech and in STEM. So it wasn't new to them. I wasn't surprised. Some of them know about Coursera. So we mentioned other learning platforms for the rest of them, where they can try out courses in tech to know what suits them best. Then talking about challenges, the resources, that's for fellows. Resources were being updated and uploaded while the drive was ongoing. So it caused a little bit of confusion for us. Myself, I thought the sticker for beneficiary was for us to stick on our t-shirts. When the t-shirt sticker came out, I think it was just a day for me to present, carry out my drive. So I would recommend that these resources be prepared. The very first day, Blessing actually mentioned this Tech Girls Drive, the resources should have been prepared and shared. So we all will have time to Jones and get out the clarifications. Then concerning the feedback forms, some of the students weren't happy, especially those whose parents are illiterate, who have no relative in STEM. They felt bad about it, and I understand with them. So I said, let me share with you people, and some weren't comfortable sharing their personal information like first name and all that. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm with you. I can hear you very well, loud and clear. I can hear you
Okay,
loud and clear.
Okay, so I think the feedback form should be tested so people don't feel insulted. Then for the art students, they felt left behind. So I had to reassure them that everyone needs to acquire digital skills, be you in art or whatever. Like in my class, there are mostly lawyers in my class. So it's good to acquire digital skills. It can help you. So I had to wash their head and say that that corrects our English while typing on Microsoft document can help you. You can look out for anything technology that can help solve a problem in any field of your choice. And that form too, it doesn't include the art students, so they frowned at it. So many of them rushed the form, but when they saw nothing arts, what course do you want to study in future? STEM, none of the above. They told me, Auntie, take back your form. So that's it. Thank you.
All right, that's good. So, Terry, I want to ask, as regards the previous session, I mean, the soft skills training generally now. So, would you want to share your experience of what you've learned so far and some kind of feedback you want to give as regards the session too as well? Hi, Terry. She dropped off already.
Hello. Sorry.
Yes. So, okay. So I was asking as regards the soft skills training now generally, like, do you want to share your experience on what you have learned so far? I mean, how the soft skills previous session has really impacted you, or what has really, how it has really contributed to what you've to your career as a Techsters, right? So do you have how do you want to share your experience, the things you've learned so far and how it has really impacted you, and as well, what are the feedback you want to give for us so we can improve on to as well?
Okay. Soft skills training has been nothing short of amazing. As me, I will say I learned a lot under communication. When you want to communicate, if you know you want to rise, don't go beating around the bush. Be assertive, know what you want and go for it. Communicate, but don't be impolite. Don't be rude about it. Be assertive. I have a sibling who, if she needs A, she's beating around the bush. You get frustrated. You tell her, what exactly do you want? Do you want A or do you want B? She will say, it's not that I want A. So when the teacher was talking about assertive, I was like, yes, that's my sister. Then teamwork. My project teammates were, in fact, I'll say that the true definition of teamwork, team spirit, we gingered each other and we got that done. I think we are the first set, if I'm not mistaken, we're the first set who had our project done on the 12th and on the social media handles. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, Terry. So do you have any feedback you want to give to us all about the training? I mean, any feedback, anything?
Did you get that?
I mean, do you have any feedback you want to give about the training? Terry, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
My feedback is sometimes some of the facilitators that take us on soft skills training, their slides are tiny, and when we complain, can you please zoom in? Sometimes you don't get to see it and you don't read it out for them. So I don't know. I think the training should be interactive. You should be fast in reading our charts and then communicate to the facilitator who probably doesn't see our chart while she's teaching or he's teaching. Thank you. Aside that, everything is great.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. So our fellows on the YouTube channel too, you can as well drop your feedback and you can also drop your experience so far about what you've learned from the training too as well. So I can take them all and, read it out for us to also learn to as well. And if you have any questions to as well, you can also drop to as well, so we can have answers provided to them too. So checking through. Okay, so I still have our fellows that are still sharing experience on how the tech day drive really went. So I'm still going to be reading them to as well too, while I as well take your experience on how the training has been. I mean, previous session has really been so far, right? So I have from Osai Chineye. Osai Chineye is also sharing her experience on about the tech day drive, right? So she said, I and my team members visited 2 schools and it was an awesome experience. The students didn't really know much about them, but by the time we finished speaking with them, they indicated interest. Wow, that's a great to know. That's a great to know, actually. That's a great to know. So I'm taking your experience now. So I can see people asking if there's pre-assessment test or process. So like I said before, there's no test. There's no test for today. So and I can see the joy behind everybody putting so much effort to it and rejoicing that there's no test, right? So I can understand. I can understand. Okay, so please kindly drop your experience so far about the session. I mean, for our fellows on the YouTube channel too as well, drop your experience so we can also share them, right? What you've learned so far from the previous session, kindly drop your feedback and things you feel we can improve on. And if you have any questions, we can also provide answers to them. So please drop your experience so we can take them, so none will be skipped or none will be avoided, right? So kindly drop them so we can take them. For our fellows on the YouTube channel and as well on the Zoom call, please drop your feedback. Okay, so I have Miracle on Zoom raising her hand. Miracle, we can go ahead. You can go ahead to speak.
Okay, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, I can hear you.
Okay, so my experience for the previous session has been very amazing. I've learned a lot, but my most important session has been Deborah Emeni's session. Like, she literally brought humanity into tech. Tech is not you do or die and fed, I have to kill yourself over it. In this life, don't come and kill yourself. Going for a tech event to be hearing code for 15 hours, code for 12 hours, be like, are we robots? But like she came was like, see this thing, don't kill yourself. Learn at your own pace. It really helped me. Because trying to learn JavaScript and React, it has not been easy. But learning at my own pace, making me catch up so well. So for that, I'm really happy.
Okay, thank you. So Miracle, do you have anything to share about the Tech Girls Drive too as well?
Okay, the Tech Girls Drive, yes, a team of Imo, Deborah, and Sandra. Sandra was our team lead. They had a challenge in the first grade I went for. When we came, the principal didn't let us, I said the secretary didn't give him the letter that we should go. So our team had to go upstairs, talk to him, beg him. So we are finally allowed to talk to the ladies. And the students were actually quite smart, and I love the drive. Then our second place we went to Redeem in Alakpere. Okay. Well, it was quite fun, but it's a religious setting, so he had some challenges because of our dressing, but it still went well.
All right, that's great to know. So I have fellows from YouTube channel to Ifeyiwa is saying giving a feedback about the session too as well. So she's saying directive forms and resources should be available on time to enable us plan ahead. All right, that has been noted. That has been noted already, right? That has been noted. All right, so if you have any feedback you have, just drop them on the channel so I can take them and read them out as well, right? So
hi, Tomide, can you hear me?
Okay, all right, yeah, I can hear you, Noka.
Hi, good morning, ladies. If you can hear me.
Hi, Noka.
I'm so sorry. My network is just not the best today. I've really been struggling to sign in on the call. But the funny thing is, I've been on YouTube, no issues on YouTube. I'm seeing all the comments. Unfortunately, I cannot speak there. But I've been seeing all the comments. Hi, ladies. We've gotten all your feedback that you've given so far, and do everything we can to ensure that they're resolved. I hope you can still hear me.
Yes, loud and clear, loud and clear.
Hi, Tomide, can you hear?
Yeah, your line is breaking, but we can hear you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So within these few minutes that at least the network is going through, I need to quickly share something with you ladies. It's kind of what I wanted to share, but I obviously cannot do all of that, but I need you to understand that the soft skills trainings are very, very important. Just yesterday, straight up, just yesterday, I got feedback from one of the companies that we had fellows from our last cohort, right? And there's a lady that passed the technical assessment, got to the final stage, and they are not moving her MN because of improper communication. And the person is from Nigeria, English is our official language, right? But the person could not
Okay, so our guest has dropped off the call already. So she's really, really having technical issues. Noka, are you still on the call? If you can.
apologies me now.
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's really, really difficult because of the network issues you are experiencing from your end.
You say you can hear me, Tomide?
I can hear you loud and clear. This is really, really awesome. Okay, why Howard? Not to make the session boring. You can keep on dropping your feedback as well. Why we I guess sorts out technical issues, and I'll share the information she has with us, right? So Miracle has been raising a hand. Miracle, do you want to share something? You can you have the opportunity to speak.
Sorry, I've spoken already. I forgot to drop my hand.
Oh, okay, so sorry. All right. Okay, so based on the experience or the feedback our guests want to share with us, right? So she is imploring us to take the training seriously, and as well put much effort into the things we are teaching you. I mean, as regards the soft skills training too as well. I mean, in terms of communication, how to communicate, how to have team how to communicate with team, right? How to, in terms of sharing professionalism and some other things that are really, really important in our career, right? In terms of productivity, and even for the fact that if you have technical skills that are required, right? So, it's very, very important to put in effort with to soft skills and interpersonal relationship skills that we have, right? Because technical skills are not the things that we just have, right? To say we can work on these things too as well. But more importantly than all, soft skills are the ones that really, really still put us on the job, right? So I mean, if we can communicate, right? So it's really something that would mar us or would want to not, have some kind of lapses or some kind of weakness in things we want to achieve, right? So I mean, for example, if you can really, really communicate, right? So it won't be a form that it will kind of be like a barrier in terms of saying, okay, there are things that I really want to do, but I don't know how to communicate. So with the session, with the sessions we have really, really given to you guys, so it's really a way, an initiative or a drive for us to have a broader view and a proper context and a proper understanding of how things or how we are meant to apply things to our workplace, right? Or organizations that we are looking forward to working with, right? So these are the things that are very, very important, and these are the things that, I mean, they really keep us on the job, right? So it's really, really important for us to take note of this. So I'm imploring you all to take this very, very serious and very, very notifiable, because there are a lot of value we are sharing in this too, right? There are a lot of value we are sharing in this. So it's more or less like saying, okay, keep on putting more effort into this and taking this serious, this training serious, so we can, you know, forge ahead and have a sustainable career that we are really looking forward into, right? So these are the things that are really, really important for us. Right. So still going ahead, please, you guys can still share your experience so far from what you've learned from the training. For our ladies on the Zoom console as well, you can as well raise a hand so I can allow you to speak too, right? So keep on dropping your experience on the comment section. For our ladies on the YouTube channel too as well, you can drop it too as well. So okay, so as well, you can still keep on sharing your experience from the Tech Girls Drive too as well, right? So so I can read them all out too as well. All right, so I have Salawat Lawa is saying, experience so far for the soft skills too. All aspects of the topic is awesome, but this aspect of productivity has really helped me a lot and make me achieve something. That's so great to know. That's so great to know, Salawat. I mean, that's so important to know that these are the things that are really, really helping us to even grow. And for the fact that every aspect has really, really helped you, right? But we have noted that, okay, productivity has been the one that has helped you to, you know, put in more effort and achieving something really. I mean, there are some things that are really significant to know, right? But there's things that we have notified to us well, that stating that, okay, I have had this thing give me a much more significance, and it has really helped me to achieve something more tangible and something more good to know, and something that is really helping me to as well, too, right? So, all right, so I'll put back to also share my experience saying the soft skills training has really helped me in my communication skills, time management skills, and understanding temperament and all. That's so great to know. That's so great to know. I mean, if you have any feedback, we can also drop as well, so we can take them and notify them too as well, so we can as well work on it too as well too, right? So keep on dropping them and everything will be answered, right? So keep on dropping them, keep on dropping them. For our fellows on the YouTube channel, keep on dropping your comments so we can take them. Keep on dropping your comments, keep on dropping your comment and share your experience so we can take them into importance, so we can forge ahead, right? So keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. All right, so I'm scrolling through to take experiences so I won't miss any, because every comment, every feedback is very, very important. It's very, very important, right? Okay. All right, keep on sharing your experience, please. Keep on sharing your experience, please, so we don't skip any. Okay, so I have Grace is raising her hand. Grace is raising her hand. So Grace, you have the opportunity to speak. You can go ahead.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, the soft skills sessions has been so impactful, and one of the things I've learned is on leadership. A leader will not tell you what to do; they will rather show you show you how to do what you're supposed to do. That's one key thing I took from that. Then I also learned about teamwork. Working as a team, the importance of working as a team, it is so necessary. Before, I enjoyed working alone, although I'm still improving on myself as regards teamwork. But the soft skill has one of the soft skill sessions has showed me or has taught me the importance of working as a team, right? So although I'm still improving in that area, then one of the feedbacks I want to give is on the assessments, on our assessments, both the pre-assessment and the post-assessment. Usually, yeah, for me, I'm speaking for myself. I don't know if it also pertains to others.
Okay.
Usually I would join, right? Then I'll have the opportunity to take the pre-assessment. That's the one that comes before anyway. But then sometimes, because I work, so most of the time when they are taking the second assessment, it's either I'm busy at work and then I will not have the time to come back. It is when I come back, maybe they would have finished the whole test and then they would have probably locked the link and all of that. So this is one of the challenges. Usually, of course, I'll join the call, I'll be present, yeah, to mark my attendance, but then I won't have the opportunity to take the last test. And I don't know how bad it is going to affect my attendance. So if they can look into this, I don't know how they're going to, how you people can help us adjust so that we still have enough time to be able to do the assessment, both the pre-assessment and the post-assessment. Thank you.
Thank you for that. That has been notified as well and has taken into book. All right, so I have Jacinta is also raising her hand. Jacinta, you have the opportunity to speak and share your experience too as well.
All right, good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, I want to just share my experience at the Tech Girls Drive. And essentially, after informing the young minds that there's no limitation of what you can be if you have the desire and the focus, I also learned something there, and I want other fellows to learn from it too. And out of the 4 schools we tried reaching out, I think it's just one that gave us permission. So we were already 5, and I have to emphasize with my teammate that we can't just go back. Since we're here, let's just do it. And we're behind schedule. The time is just running faster. So we started walking down the street, and we just bumped into another school. We just entered the school with the positive mindset that we will do this, and no matter what, if they reject us, it's fine. So we succeeded. They just gave us approval that same minute we stepped into that school. So what I'm just saying to everyone there is that life will not bring some things on a platter of gold to you, or Stefano Ricci's table, designer table. You have to go for it. If you want to get things done, you have to do it and push through the storm. And we succeeded because we were resilient. And thank you for, I want to thank Tech for them for everything. They have given us that confidence. Some of us couldn't speak to multiple of crowd. Just imagine we're talking to 1,400 students, girls. It's not easy, but we did it. So thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Thank you as well. Thank you as well, Jacinta. I mean, this is something that we really do take note of too as well. You said you don't, that's really giving you the liberty to be able to speak and address people, right? I mean, large crowds too as well. So these are the importance of the soft skills training too as well, too, right? I mean, this has really helped you in terms of communicating and, sharing public speaking experience too as well, right? So we are looking forward to having so much experience on that too as well, too, right? So this has really, I mean, the soft skills training has really been a contributing factor to the things you have really experienced in your tech drive, right? So, and I'm very, very sure you're going to be conforming to that too as well, too. Right, Jacinta?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So, and that has been noted. So, Jacinta, do you have any feedback for us as regards to soft skills training as well?
For now, we have not gotten feedback. The school, they are running the exams, and we are yet to get feedback from there. But it's both government and private schools visited. So the government school, we are yet to get feedback from there, but we are rest assured that maybe by the end of this week, we'll get 1 or 2 feedback from the students or the staff there. It's just too crowded. Lagos is crazy. So going back there, we just have to exercise patience with them because they're running other academic activities right now.
All right, thank you for that, Jacinta. Thank you. All right, so fellows on this YouTube channel, please drop your experience too as well, so we can get, feedback we want to as well. So I'm reading some comments too as well. So Chidera is saying the challenges are network issues. Wow, that can be notified too. I mean, everybody suffers because of the challenges we have in our economy or the country today, right? So, and is not able to speak on the YouTube channel during this session. Apart from that, it has really been a wonderful session so far. Thank you, Ted, for this awesome opportunity. Thank you, Chidera, for also attending this session, and thank you for the impact it has really made in your career, right? And I'm thanking you for really attending and putting much energy and enthusiasm into this session to really be a great one too, right? So Aminat here one day, she's tagging a friend. So she says, since we did the productivity and my head has just been calculating on how to buy economic and a proper workplace. No pressure, right? Well, it's just everything just to make us be aware of things that would help us to grow in our career, right? So no pressure, just put it at your own pace and everything will be soft. Like I would just say, right? So that's really, really important too. Okay. So I'm taking feedback as well from the channel. All right. Okay, so Olajumoke Faith is saying it's good to be able to communicate very well. That's very, very important. And that's the importance of the soft skills training too as well, right? So thank you for that. Thank you. So Do we have any questions? Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions before I pass on my announcements? If you have any questions, you can raise your hand. If you want anything, if you have anything to share as well, you can also raise your hand. For our fellows on the Zoom call, raise your hand so I can allow you to speak. For our fellows on the YouTube channel, drop your comments so I can read them out as well, so we can forge ahead with this, right? So keep them coming, keep them coming. Okay, so Faith is still saying, my experience so far has really helped me grow in the way I communicate with people at the workplace. All right, that's so great to know. That's so great to know. That's so great to know. All right, so I have Millicent. Millicent is saying, I think my biggest takeaway has been time management. Wow, that's so important. That's so important as well. I mean, it's really important for us to be able to manage our time and how to put effort into it in terms of achieving deadline or things we have really put, or tasks we have put hands to, right? Things that we want to do, and it's really great to understanding the concept of time management, how to put them into practice, so as well to have things that won't hamper or in terms of procrastinating, right? So these are the things that are really, really important for us to know, and the soft skills training has really been great too as well too. All right, so I'm still reading our session. Okay, so I have Oluwa Bukola. Oluwa Bukola is saying the soft skills training has been enlightening so far, but for me, the vision board one has stuck because that has helped me keep sane with all the ups and downs this fellowship has taken me through. So sorry about that. So sorry about that. So sorry about that. Okay. I mean, it's so great for us to know that you guys are sharing your experience so far, right? About the soft skills training and how it has really, really impacted us all, right? And it's something that we need to know, right? And something that we need to take note of. And it's like a key takeaway for us to really, really grow in our career, right? So before I go ahead, we'll also be having an announcement to make, right? So we'll be having Kolawole Jolayemi. Kolawole is the instructional design team. And Kolawole is the lead at the instructional design team at Tech for Dev, right? So he has something to share with us, and I will be introducing him in so he can go ahead to, give us the things he wants to share with us. Kolawole, you have the floor now. You can go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Just to confirm, can you hear me today?
Yes, I can, loud and clear.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. It's good to be here again. So yes, the essence of my being here is to speak in regards to the certification. We received a number of requests that please can you extend. I do not have a valid means of identification in order for me to download my certification and things like that. So with the number of requests we've gotten, we are doing a 1 month extension as a way of accommodating these kinds of excuses or limitations that people have. But please note, right, that it was a lot of consultation that brought us to this point of accepting to move the deadline for submission to the end of November, right? So please note that at the end of November, a link will be shared out, or before the end of November actually, maybe as soon as possible. The link will be shared out for people to start submitting their certifications, right? So you have to just select input your name, your student ID, and then there's a portion that requests you to upload the certification or maybe a link to verify the certification. That will be shared as soon as possible. And that form link will be open till the end of November. So it means that at the end of November is when that form link will be closed and any form of submission then would not be acceptable at that point. So please take note of this, that submission of the first certification. So you have to take note of the fact that you're supposed to submit 2 certifications before the end of the fellowship, right? So if you're done with the first one, just be patient. A link will be shared out to enable you submit that, right? But for that first submission, the end of November is the deadline now, contrary to what we initially announced, which was the end of October. So by the end of November, the forms link that will be shared for receiving your submissions will be closing at the end of November. So if you already have yours, you would get to receive the form link as soon as possible, and latest by next week, For those of you that have completed and have downloaded your certifications or certificate rather, you can start to upload them and you can be done with that. But for those of you that are yet to download the certifications, you can then have 1 more month of grace to enable you properly complete all of those requirements. But please note there will be no more extensions. So please do not even try to send emails requesting for any extensions because it's not being responded to, or it's not be what's the word? It's not be considered, right? Because we're giving you 1 month already. 1 month is a long time to finish or to make whatever necessary corrections or requirements that are necessary to get the certifications ready. So please take note of this, that we're giving this 1 month extension as a period of grace, but there will be no further extensions later than the 30th of November this year. So please take note of that. And then as soon as you're done with the first one, I would encourage you to start working on the second certification, right? Because just if you are able to finish the 2 of them this year, it's fine. So you're also that, oh, when it's time for me to submit the second one, I don't have to start going through all of the rigors of finding out, oh, what I need to do and all of these things. So you can get them ready and then just wait for when it is time to submit those certifications. So yes, thanks a lot for having me. I hope you have been having an amazing time so far. For those of you that have been experiencing challenges with regards to examinations, regards to school resumption, for those that are in Nigeria that had rehearsal strike, I want to encourage you to, I know it is not going to be an easy ask to just manage everything together, but speak to your class rep, speak to your facilitator, and at how best they can provide support to help you in this whole period where you are having to either manage your exams with the fellowship or manage your school classes with the fellowship. But please do not be discouraged. You have come this far. It will not be nice for you to now try to say you want to drop out at this point. So whatever challenges you're facing, communicate those challenges with your study group members, with your class rep, with your facilitator, and be sure that you get the necessary support that is needed to help you scale through this period. You can also reach out to people that are having similar challenges as yourself, and then also find out how they are able to manage that challenge. So you can get to learn and apply whatever it is that you feel you can take out of what they are sharing with you to help you in this process. All right, thanks a lot, Tomide, for having me. Thanks everyone for listening. I wish you all the best. Bye for now.
All right, thank you very much, Kola. Thank you very much, Kola, for that insightful session. I mean, it's really great for us to know and take notes for certain things that would really help us in terms of writing exams and our assessment and everything, right? So really thank you for that. Thank you for that. So before we round up this session, I'm still going ahead to take few more comments. I mean, for us to note before we then round up the session and can all have a great day and enjoy ourselves too as well, right? So so from the YouTube channel, I have Blessing in there saying, I don't understand why some fellows on YouTube and others on Zoom. Resources shared last week was dropped on the Zoom comment section, but not here on Zoom, on YouTube rather. So that has been noted and it's really taken into cognizance, right? Thank you for that feedback as well, Blessing, and it has been noted. It has been noted already. So fellows are sharing their experience too as well. So I have the idea saying time management, communication, and productivity stood out for me in this soft skills training. They have really helped me to achieve more than I thought I could achieve in the last few months. All right, that's so great to know. That's so great to know. That's so great to know, right? Okay, so I'm still taking more comments, so I won't skip any, right? Okay, so I have Chinazai saying, can we have mid-session break, please? That has been noted and it will be communicated to us, all right? So thank you. Well, Miriam, working on a diverse environment has been a learning ground, new personalities and characters. All right, so that's so great to know. That's great to know. Okay, so I'm still reading out comments. So I have Precious saying, I suggest that this type of event, Tech for Them, should give us break from class to carry out such community project as this, because for me to do I had to miss my class just to get it done. That has been noted to us, all right, Precious. Okay. I'm still taking our comments and our experiences. Okay, so Miss E is saying, what has been extended? So submission of this, yes, submission of the certificate has been extended, right? So that has been taken into cognizance. So taking comments was all right. Okay. Okay. All right, fellows, before I end this session, so I want us to, drop emojis, drop how you feel about this session today, so we can just give a brief of how the next week is going to be. So drop, let me see your excitement so we can know how you really felt today about today's session, right? So drop emojis, drop reactions, right? Just keep them coming in so we can go ahead. All right, so we still have people asking if there's assessment for today. So there's no assessment, right? So no assessment for today, but assessment to start us from next week. All right, so okay, before I end the session, okay, Obianuju, please, can you just drop your comments again so I can take them? I must have skipped them because of the comments we have here. So just redrop them so I can just take it and take it into notes, right? Just drop it. Okay, so I have Little Flower is saying for the YouTube questions. Since many people ask questions and it's oversaturated by other comments, maybe you can send a link to the test question that the speaker can see and answer. All right, that has been noted to as well. That has been noted and has been put into the book. So Obianuju, please can you drop your comments previously, because I must have skipped it, so I can drop it again so I don't skip it, because I see you said I should answer, so please just drop it again. Obianuju from the YouTube channel, please drop it before I end the session. Okay, so I have Winnie Ayero saying, is it possible to schedule evening classes for those that are committed during the day? That has been noted. I can't really answer that, but we'll be getting feedback later during next session rather. So we'll be getting answers from that. I can't provide answers to that now, but we're getting answers to that later when the sessions, as the session progresses, right? Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. So next week we are going to be having. Okay, so before I see comments, so Bridget is asking, since there's no assessment, how do we do attendance, please? So like I said, there's no assessment today, so just take note of that. We will have an attendance today as well, so right? So today is just all about sharing feedback, sharing your experience on how the Tech Your Drive has really been, right? Sharing everything you feel about the session and having everything to do, right? So for our fellows on the Zoom, if you have anything to share to us, or you can as well drop your comment to us, or you can raise your hand so I can allow you to speak before we round off, right? So I don't want to take our time. So if you have anything to share, drop it on the you can raise your hand so I can allow you to speak, right? So just do that now before I round off. Fire round off. Okay, so Ogechuku Blessing, you have a question. Please kindly ask your question quickly, so before we end up with this. Ogechuku from the YouTube channel. Please drop your questions so I can attend to them. For our fellows on the YouTube channel too, I don't want to skip any. Chinaza Dimejesi, please drop your questions again so I can take them. All right, so Chinaza is saying, can we submit certificate gotten before the program or related to our learning track? All right, so I won't be able to provide more feedback into this because Kolawole is no longer on the call. Kolawole will be the perfect person to share this, but I don't know if he's on the call currently. Kolawole, please, are you on the call? Okay, Kolawole is currently not on the call. He is much more better to share this, but I will take note of this, so I will be sharing back I'll be giving feedback when the next session is, right? So I'm taking note of this right now so I can, share with you and give you answers to that later. Okay. Please, if you have any questions to ask, can you drop them again before I end the session, please? Before I round off, please. I don't want to skip any. Okay, so I have a question. I have a question from the YouTube channel saying, can you suggest how we handle the decision of Zoom fellows on YouTube channel? So the issue for Zoom is that it's really not able to accommodate a lot of fellows, right? So that's why we have it to be on YouTube channel as well. So everybody can also have interactive participation in this too as well. So these are the things that we are also taking note of too, and we'll also be sharing feedback and be giving you updates on how it has really been going and how we are also working on it. And we'll also be sharing with you guys how we are also, putting effort to making this thing feel like nobody's left out, right? So these are the things we're also taking note of too, right? So thank you all for the questions. You can also ask further questions if you have any. These are the things we are also taking. Okay, someone is speaking.
Yeah, sorry, there's a question on YouTube channel from Iemadu.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm reposting it on the Zoom channel.
Okay, so please can you just read out the question if you have it, because
Okay, can I submit the badge I was issued by Coursera? I was unable to verify my account.
Okay, I myself, I can provide answers to that question right now because the proper person to direct this question to is Kolawole, and Kolawole is currently not on the call. But this question has been noted, and I'm going to be giving feedback in our next session. So these are the questions that I'm also taking note of, right? So when next session comes, I'll be providing answers that I've gotten from these particular questions that we have. So Iemadu, Ngozi, and Anita from the YouTube channel, the questions have been noted, and I'm going to be giving you feedback when the next session comes next week, right? I hope that answered your question. Damilola, I hope that's fine. And Ngozi.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all. So, like I said before, if you enjoyed today's session, please drop the comments, drop emojis so we can know how you are really felt about this. Drop emojis, let us see your reaction. And pretty much, there's no post-assessment test today, there's no pre-assessment test, so you guys can relax, have fun, right? And as well, please drop in your emojis. Let me see your reaction so we can know how you are really felt about the session. Dropping your emojis, right? Dropping your emojis. So next week, we are going to be having our facilitator. We are going to continue with this session. We're going to be having our facilitator speak to us about an interesting topic that we'll also be looking forward to have, right? In terms of professionalism and so many other things that we want to know. So I'm imploring you all that you all are going to be really served. I'm not talking about, you're going to be served breakfast, right? But not the breakfast in terms of the context we are putting in. So we are going to be served, but not the particular breakfast we are talking about. But the breakfast I'm talking about here is going to be about context into particular topics that we want, particular topics that are really most important to progress in our career, right? And these are the things that we would implore us to help us grow as well, too, right? In our career, as our career progresses too. So these are the things that is really going to be educative, right? It's going to be value sharing, it's going to be valuable, and knowledge are going to be shared, right? So as well. So that actually is the balance diet I'm actually talking about. So not the particular breakfast you guys might be thinking about too, right? So see you all next week, and I'm going to be having you guys, I'm going to be hosting you guys again next week. So see you all next week. Bye for now.